Is anyone there? It's me. I'm here. This game doesn't have... This game doesn't have sound control. I'm honestly extremely excited to play this game. Game loud, game loud, game loud. Okay, I have this game's book manual up. I just wanted to like read some things from it. In the how to play / how to win, there is this quote of text. The most desirable thing is having a house in which to store and display your equipment and goblets. If you have a spouse, they will be waiting here. Click and drag your spouse onto the bed. Click and drag your spouse onto the shower. Click and drag your spouse towards your goblet display shelf and observe their reaction. Drag your spouse into the cellar. Fill the rooms with goblets. Pack rooms so tightly with treasure and goblets that your spouse cannot move a single inch. There's also the language of the game, which is great. There's some great words like Hand of Glory. They have a symbol for Boots of Achilles, but they don't have a word for it. Like, they have a sentence for it. Grotto wife. This game, you can get wives. There's a massive collection of text that the game wants you to open and read while you're playing. So yeah, let's get into it. See, the frogs think about friends, the frogs thinking about goblets. Dogs are killing me. I've died to dogs. Yeah, I feel like this game is harder than Minecraft. See, they're talking about food and keys. Frog friend, frog needs boots. Got boots of Achilles. This taciturn peasant draws back in suspicion as it plunges an unseen object into the filthy depths of its clothing. I am lawful. Oh, whoa. Kill horned beast, grab bug. My frog is talking up a storm. Uh-oh, these enemies don't drop food. Goblet. Don't do that. Maintain positive focus. All dogs will lie to you. Oh my gosh, this person. Men are here. The heavy-set goblet man greets you heartily as he cradles a favorite goblet. Oh, fuck. That was an accidental kill, but in this world there is a thing that exists called the goblets. Gotta be a healthy frog. Is it lawful to execute everyone on site? Oh gosh. I guess so. Yeah, it's lawful to execute people for food because you're sustaining your life, which is a good thing to do. The bowels of this abandoned edifice swarm of seekers of the goblet fortune. Goblet scavenger watching you. Goblet scavenger saying something. Goblet scavenger walking away. All mine. Bridge dog getting tired. Don't trust dog. You gotta eat that plagued meat. Yeah, it's morally good to eat all the meat you collect. I'm still lawful good. It's kind of crazy. You're lawful swampy. Nothing good in that. I'm lawful swampy. Goblets. What is a fort? Pathetic. Oh, I love the background here. That's so good. Skeleton pushes through the crumbling walls as they bludgeon and abduct the inhabitants. Prying real estate. The skeleton is using the computer. This seems like a valuable use of my time. More goblets. Office man is on the loose. After a hard day collecting goblets, I like to unwind. My goblets. Office man is pulling apart a live rat. Office man is pouring rat juice onto the mug. He's drinking rat juice. What makes this job worthwhile is the goblets. They're my goblets now. We're at a store. Convenience. Accosted. Oh my goodness. That must be the horned beast. No! You died with a score of 41 goblets in your adventure. You desecrated 5 graves and ate 31 things. No. We're in Black Woods. See paragraph 4 for a description of the Black Woods. You feel. I love that they spawn you next to enemies and they tell you to open up a paragraph. Paragraph 4. The Black Woods comprises primary forest of the second hemisphere. The exact dimensions and makeup of the Black Forest are unknown. The Black Forest is estimated to encompass 144,000 hectares of width and 144,000 hectares of length. Although the exact boundaries of this forest remain undiscovered, each hectare contains 30 wolves. Every 5th hectare contains a village. Every 9th hectare contains a ruin. Every 20th hectare contains an entrance to the grotto. Every 25th hectare contains a ziggurat forming focal point for all wolf distribution and surrounding sector. The thick sludge of the forest floor is highly prized by peasants and aesthetics. The trees of the Black Forest emit a toxic gas when chopped or burnt, making them unsuitable for any task. This is all currently established information about the Black Forest. That's amazing. I don't know if I could ask for, like... I don't know if I could ask for a better description of anything. What's up here? It doesn't look like you're mature enough to adopt a dog. We can't trust dogs. It's time to go Anakin on this pet store. Oh, I guess not actually. Goblets. Yeah, I think it's fair to say if you were about to take out an entire dog orphanage, you shouldn't adopt dogs. I can't disagree with you. It said the trees were poisonous. Okay, doesn't matter. I like that it lets you talk to the skeletons as they're going to kill you. This is just like D&D, am I right? Killing every NPC in sight is just like D&D. Yeah, especially when you're in the dungeon. Chopping his legs off. You can't even kill them. Wailing, snarling, rolling like a dog. What use do goblets have to a stone? Thus I repudiate my very being. What's wrong with everyone here? They don't die. My one weakness, people made of stone. I think I'm getting somewhere here. Dogs always lie. You're not happy. Dog like crag. Oh, that's just a crag. Perhaps it's for the best. What are you doing here? Civic's dog, you are eating all our food supply. This looks like the end for the dogs. Looks like the dogs are going to the dogs. Hey, I have the time. It's time for you to leave. I have so much meat. Well, I guess it's time to go to the next dog city. See you, quitter. Roll into the painfully viscous rock bowling soup that covers the floor of this irradiated basalt cave. Old bones and weaponry bottle through the soup. Become terrifically more scald with each movement. You pause to read this text description. Help, help, help. I need to like read this stuff. I'm just like defaulting to just killing them. Uh-oh, I saw something pink. Goblets. That's real permanence about this image. Yes, it really brings it home. I'm still lawful. Man, I feel like when I watched someone play this, they never had meat, and who knew the solution to that was just destroy everything. A dead dog. Dogs lie. I am looking, I am taking. Fireman. Drop and roll, that's kind of scary. Look, I found these goblets for you.
Goblets. Kill.
Undertale. The word goblets was trying to attack. I feel like some of the like game design of this game is to give you like sensory overload. Mushroom Man sprays with poisonous spores. Spraying you with poisonous spores. I'm definitely getting sensory overload in a good way. Flashing cross. I'm glad I started to collect goblets. Can I see your goblets? Those are pretty nice. And do you think we're gonna get that house, chat? If you dream you are eating my goblets. God loves you. The special goblet on this level is called Wizard Goblet. It's a goblet that resembles a wizard. Wizard goblets must be clubbed insensible before they are collected. Oh, so long from me.
Kill.
Dogs lie. There's no wizard dog goblet. House at 100 goblets? Maybe. I think a mushroom's eating my brains.
Kill.
No. Door to gym not instated. It's killing me. So if I lay still on the ground, I'll become a mushroom. See if it does that. I am lying still for mushroom. Maybe if we just stand here for a bit. Using psi abilities is crucial. Stairway has decayed into rotting sponge after centuries of being soaked in corrosive soak. Filled the air of the round, sounds of grumbling and sweary echoes. Bizarre formalist sigil. You listen to this. Whenever you want to say or write crime in the future, replace the C with an X. Shrime. Criminals. Try it. I think this is a breakthrough of the day. Shrime, sigh. I've been brainstorming ideas for future crime. Criminals of the future spent the last 2 hours working on a picture of a cyber criminal. He looks like a Frankenstein, but has a lot of robot cyber stuff coming out of him. Like, one of his eyes is a glowing robot eye, and he has a robot claw hand with a bunch of tubes and shit that goes into his body. He's holding a sack labeled loot, and the sack is full of computer parts because computers are the currency of the future. Actually, maybe he comes into your home through a computer, which he hacks with his claw implants. Okay, wait, I have more ideas. Let me finish this. very limits. You don't know what anything here is. Oh my goodness. I'm being slapped to death by a big dog. I've perished with 56 goblets. See if we can goblet speedrun this time, I guess. I'm probably in a freaking infinite thing right now. Yeah, I just got grottoed. Tried to speedrun, dies. Oh, I wish I had more goblets. I only have 6. Yeah, this is a no goblet moment. Oh my goodness. I don't think this game is designed to be reset so much. I mean, maybe that is one intent, but I'm not saving. So I'm having to reset the game because I'm just dying. Not like saving my progress. That's what's happening. I don't think I'd want to save this file though. Yeah, let's restart. This is what would you put in your goblet? You put power in your goblet. You put like souls or like essence. That is what belongs in goblet. Man, what I remember of like someone playing this game, I don't remember like any of this. Goblet man is grinding a worn goblet against her face and head. Talk to club. Why did you think this would help? Oh yeah, goblet farm. I'm kind of like getting a taste of the geometry or whatever. Like I'm starting to figure out how to navigate here. Good crop does he? Becoming one with the maze. It'd be funny if the save doesn't work in this game. I love the weird Mickey Mouse. Oh god. Folks, beautiful day for a race to race. We are racing. Let's see who's in the race. Road Max and his roadmobile wheeling up to the plate, followed closely by Crypt Killer in her Cryptmobile. But all eyes upon new mystery competitor Swamp Toad being piloted by hot young scumbag. Let's race. These goblets are mine. There's no competition. There's no comparison. My gas gun clears the field. We'll see who's left standing. Pleasant dreams, sweet clubs. Jeez. Coming soon this summer. Get these goblets ready. Gobbo loves goblets. Gobbo loves goblets. Remember this. And they're off with robust lead. That's so like satisfying. You dream of being crushed beneath a stone. Oh my goodness. Grotto Kart should have been the sequel to this game. Road serves into garage. Garages may contain many goblets, yeah, also many snakes. Watch your back, Roro. If the race goes on, this cupboard is unlocked. Check it. Paragraph C14. What is that? Like 100? It's a picture of a lemon in the cabinet. That's technically not a paragraph, but whatever. This one smells of salt. Check it. Wait, it's the same thing. Shortcut. No, it's tumbling through space. Toad breaks against the rocks. Toad's chassis smears across the cliff. Toad has burst into flames. Toad has exploded in a hail of wheels. Folks, a sad day, but the race goes on. Oh, whoa, that's like a weird load system. The race goes on as I tumble through space. They're getting caught on the goblets. I enjoy the pace of these big cities. Toxismith's not bad. I live here. Take a wife. We're fine children of strong lungs. Are your lungs strong? Sorry, I'm not your type. No, the race goes on. No distraction.
Goblet.
Oh, the race doesn't go on. It leads off a cliff. If all your racing pals raced off the cliff, would you go too? No. As you see, we've already gone off the cliff. It sucks. Bloody head exists here. Since when has any dog ever told us the truth? Let's be honest with ourselves. Can't actually see the anti-dog streamer. We've had problems with dogs before, haven't we? Specifically me doing horrible things to dogs. I hate this. How could such a great level be continued by such a horrible level? Get me out of here. I don't like the creepypasta room. Yes, it's a rough life in the washer. Would you like me to wash your clothes? Enjoy your clean clothes. Thank you. Luigi's Mansion doesn't have anything on bloody heads. Freaking. Can I pray bloody head away? Am I out? Is it over? And they're off again, folks, across the roofs of beautiful starlit night. Fill up, fill up. Thank you, supply dog. Bloody head. Again. Swamp Toad appears to be undergoing repairs. That dog was helpful. I don't think any dog has technically lied to us recently, but they're still liars. That's what I've been told, which is a very bad praxis or something like that. I've just received message from notable gang Ruffio. Reads, Swamp Toad is about to die. Very interesting, probably true, but let's not get ahead. This is like the craziest race ever. Hey, you must be new here, kid. Sure, I'll get your maggots once you do me a little favor. Quest screen updated. Press Q to see all quests. That button doesn't work. Don't mess with me, I'm a pretty tough guy. So your name is String Not Found, huh? Stick with me and you might live through the day. Conversation topic added. Joining Rufio gang. Spotlight on Rufio, who is Rufio. Rufio favorite food is maggots. Rufio second favorite food is paint. Well, that's all facts, Rufio. Let's get to the race. Speak to my retainers to gain a new quest. Oh fuck. Uh-oh, the fuck's coming after me. I just got meat. Is that the finish line? Sterilization team has been dispatched to cleanse the goblets of any filthy organic material that might cling on. We've been a real good crowd. Thanks for watching, and remember to race, race, race. The just emptiness of this game is so good. Just the door in the middle of space like this. Yeah, we somehow won the race. Just like Eggman. Oh, we're here again. I hate this place. Gog shrieks at you from high and jagged rocks before teleporting to other rocks still shrieking. Albatross is pecking triangle-shaped chunks of flesh from your body. Press T to flail. Pelican waddles with you a gap. There's Blink Dog. More graves to desecrate. Dude, you're not supposed to be here. Toppled over books and potion, it leaps. Did you hear what I said? Before appearing to come to a swift direction. Yo, I need this job. Turb carefully adjusts his crystal piercer ray for latitude and longitude on his table. There are many books crouching. He turns to you and beckons. They laugh at my crystal method, but won't be laughing at my crystal weapons. Crystal Ray Piercer takes the cake, and with it, I will take the crystals. Those crystals have another thing coming, and if they believe I've crystallized away, then they're surely mistaken. You you, my vanguard, can collect the crystals in the crystal base and plant special black crystals in your skull, which will devour your brain if you fail to collect the crystals. If I were you, I'd take longer, but perhaps don't share my lust for crystals. Oh my goodness, this game just like takes a word and is like, yes, this word is an adjective, a noun, and a verb now. I have a crystal mind now. Turba, just a final item in your pack, and bids you a final farewell on the bridge above the crystal chasm. 7 guardians there are for those who seek the crystals. First crystal shoots bees. Second crystal shoots flame. Third crystal shoots crystals. Fourth crystal shoots ice ray. Fifth crystal shoots negative ray. Sixth crystal shoots bees. Seventh crystal shoots more bees. Oh my goodness. I'm so glad I streamed this game. This game is amazing. This game has corrupted my brain and is just gonna corrupt it even more. I don't think they count anything. Yeah, you can just collect crystals. Crystals are goofing off, rolling around a huge fur. That's so good. King Crystal rotates formally on the spot as you approach. A sonorous voice appears to come from the depth of the crystal. Congratulations on becoming a crystal. My 3 daughters are very interested in meeting such a hero. Crystal Princess rotates quizzically at you. It has 67 corners and is fine and full. Merry Princess. It takes it well. Has 128 faces and is perky and pert. It has 10 corners and is sparkling and gracious. I think we need to do the enigmatic one. This is a joyous occasion. Please accept our heartfulest congratulations. Spouses are a blessing and may be used to carry additional armor and weapons. Crystal Princess follows you like a doffel wind. That's illegal. Oh well. No. Oh. The abyssal necro sector broods at your feet, laden with the mysterious treasures and technologies of ancient cyber masters. For those who serve the brave, their dreaded pyramids. Get more goblets. Congrats on the rock wife. I have a rock wife now. Cyber mummy focuses blurry sockets upon your corpse. You're going to meet with a terrible fate. Collect the goblets, fuck you! Feed me a can, yeah. Feed me another. Worst for you fucker goblets shine are in a closed room, thou fucker. That is words. Oh, I can desecrate these tombs too. Hey, that's the pyramid we're at. This is just like D&D 2. We're desecrating the dead. I haven't seen goblets in a while. I suppose the treasures of the treasure pits could make someone richer than their wildest dreams, should they be valiant enough to take them. Those treasure pits right there. Well, each their own. That's not a treasure pit. That's not a treasure pit. That's a trap. I hope you're not thinking of stealing from these treasure pits. Of course, while each one contains such a multitude of goblets and jewels that I could never detect such pure pilfering. Still ask you to refrain from doing so, no matter how tempting the lure of beautiful, valuable goblets which would undoubtedly await you if you just stepped into the treasure pit, preferably without looking first, which would reduce the surprise. Savagely hurling daggers at you. Congratulations, your honest nature has passed the test. Little did you realize that the 3 previous pits actually contained deadly traps. I have spent my life waiting for a successor pure enough to take possession of my treasures and continue my non-strenuous work. This last pit contains your just reward. Pretty sure that's just a pit with an alligator in it. Ha ha ha, very good, traveler. You have solved my trap. I congratulate you. But in the profoundest humility, I ask, can you even solve the riddle of the pyramid? That's a good question. Where is my wife? Italy, 1860. Prince Fabrizio has expectations to the throne, but can his reputation survive the antics of his boorish brother Zeno, whose reserve is legend? What does it mean that I'm killing him and then he's just down the hall talking to me? Does Fabrizio accept the offer of the irresponsible Zeno, knowing that in doing so their fates shall be inextricably bond together? You decide. Fabrizio declines the offer and No. We're not taking that route. Fabrizio accepts. Zeno heads south to approach the inescapable Castelli and finds him amenable to the approach. The egg will be made. But before Tancredi can proceed in his investigation, civil war breaks out. Fabrizio's plans are totally gone to shit. He is sent to command a platoon and gets blown apart in a skirmish to the eastern border. The grieving Zeno, recipient of a wave of sympathy among the nobles, finds himself positioned for the throne. Does he accept? Yes. Yes, Zeno is now king. He enshrines the egg as part of a monument to his fallen brother and sets about to heal his torn country, yet he suffers strange visions in the night. No. Zeno embarks immediately on a voyage of discovery. Tancredi searches for him, yet all the tracks lead to an obscure anarchist cell led by Red Birch. What could this mean? And what is the connection with Constelli? Did I just backtrack? I don't know what's going on that way, I guess. King Zeno broods in his immense stone castle. He has visions of his brother denouncing him. Suspecting goats, he plunges into an opium stupor to confront the psychic invader, none other than ancient King Leopold, dead as of 1532. Man, this is a riddle. This sure is a riddle. Which King Leopold, founder of anarchist sect Red Birch, has carefully maintained his spirits through the ages via a special chemical gestalt. The same gestalt formed the base of the crystal egg, the same crystal egg which now adores the keep of his very castle. Anarcho-monarch is unable to cope with such a literal manifestation of the brutish weight of history. Zeno smashes the egg. The court is outraged at what seems to be nothing less than the most blatant disrespect for his brother's memory. In sensational Demillion moment, thousands of peasants storm the castle and exit with Zeno's head on a spike. Chancellor Rossetti ascends to the monarchy, though he is not of blood. He demands reconstruction of the egg. His reign is long. The mechanisms of power remain alive. Pan upwards to the stars as they sadly regard our human affair. The end. No, Zeno. Your total score for this riddle is 68. You found 0 amulets. You found 0 secret locations. You received the canonical ending now. Ending now, Starship. Thank you for playing. That was crazy. Treasure chest ransacked. Swaddled mummy stares hollow at you from. Now this is really D&D since we're in the mummy's tomb and we're just taking all the treasure and killing the mummies. A skeleton. What is it doing? You're dead. This isn't where I was. How did I get here? What about the gem quest? What about my brain being turned into a gem? Goblet is sweating, standing still. Gorilla trap surrounded by landmines. There's a lot of people named Goblet in this world. What is this? A metal hunk upon the pavement? It is covered in unusual perforations. Yeah, it's like a metal thing. It looks like this hatch opens up. To be honest, I'm not 100% engaged in whatever's going on. It's a broken car. Oh, I'm gonna hate this man. I think I see a goblet though. Only 10 away. Gorilla is your pal. Oh, what the heck? Brain Gorilla. Buried up to the neck in sand. I'm allergic to sand, said Jungle Goblet. You're welcome to join my meal of soup, traveler. Hermit. Hermitl. Don't listen to the other guy. I'm the real hermit. They're both dogs. They're lying to us. Look here, last day, Black Brains voted best of all brains, and day before, Greasy Brains took Brain Crown. What is your pick for today, Brain? What brain? Child Brains. That's very interesting. It seems you're a real brain iconoclast. Brain Gorilla Brain, nice. You have to remember to pull the spiders out first. It was popular brain for dressy. Okay, I feel like this game is melting my brain. I miss Crystal Guy. Maybe I was supposed to bring the crystal back to him. A primitive trap has been laid along the path, consisting of several carefully placed twigs. Professor Zoo has melded with the UFO, setting out for parts unknown. UFO, Zoo, okay, can I pick you up something?
Kill.
I killed Professor Brain. The missing rubber figurines lie heaped beneath this tree. What kind of secretion? Which message do they hold? Your reactions are being gauged from the shadows. A single tire rests in the center of the parking lot. It is being pulled apart by King. Whoa. This looks like Juice WRLD. Oh, this is like a guy who insta-killed her. I wish Professor Zoo was here to help us. You tumble helplessly into the supply closet. Buckets and mops bounce wildly around the room as you crash against the walls. Just where I went to explore the supply closet. You are screaming, you are screaming, you are screaming, you are screaming, you are screaming. Covered in a clammy sweat, Goblet's man squeezes in hard, gory kidney stones. Oh gosh. What the Faculty has become infiltrated by an enemy cell known as Alias. The fly's punching me, holy cow. I think we gotta keep going in the supply car. Whoa, goblets. A studio tour is in progress. Cowed goblet men are stumbling along the yellow line on the floor, dejectedly watching the Goblet Corp media presentation. It's a dinosaur. Tour guide wears flashing suits of color. You only see its eyes. Welcome to Goblet Corp, where the goblets happen. Follow the yellow line to take the Goblet Studio Tour. See where all your favorite goblets are produced. Play a top secret demo of the new Gobbo game. Please stay on the yellow line. I think we need to skip the line, so to say. Oh, they don't count. Oh, it's a good thing I saved. 98 goblets. 12 graves and ate 106 things. Oh my gosh, please. What? No. This game is full of surprises, I guess. We were literally, if we didn't die in that room, we would have had 100 goblets. Is this like the main menu? Maybe the How to Win Goblet Grotto image folders is how to get out of this maze. This like kind of looks like it's the area that the start menu's in. Is this like a glitch? This is like analog horror in a way. Oh, I almost beat Goblet Grotto, and when I loaded my save, I was in a maze, and the screen would black out in certain areas. Creepypasta Grotto. I mean, a lot of creepypasta stuff kind of happened in a way, like we saw a bloody face. Dr. Zoo got merged with a UFO that looked like a car. Man, cool tip for developers. I know it's like cool to like do it like this, but please always just have some way to close the game easily. Like, jeez. I'm gonna try one more thing. Let's do that because we're in the game. No. Yeah, that save is just like that, and there's nothing we can do about it. And I'm out of energy, so I guess that's gonna be end of stream. Yeah. Thanks. See ya.